All right, cool guys, we're done. Oh, don't mind that. Oh, we don't gotta see that right now. You know, guys, it's not a project car if you always have bolts left over at the end. Remember that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tuned Engines. And on today's episode, we're gonna be working on the 1962 C10 right back with me. All right, guys, let me go ahead and tell you what we're gonna be doing today. So as you can see, guys, we got an engine dress-up kit for the 350. So let me tell you, it comes with the carburetor. It comes with an air filter, valve covers, air breather, another valve cover, then like the front timing gasket and all that. Let me go ahead and do a little opening for y'all guys. All right, guys, as you can see, this is a new timing cover. It looks super freaking cool. Let me go ahead and set that aside. All right, guys, and as you can see, we got some new freaking valve cover shit, bro. Like, you already know we went black too, because we're trying to keep this theme black. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one down here. And this did not come with the kit, guys, but I went ahead and purchased it because we need one anyway. And you can see, guys, it's a new water tank for the overflow. So it's like the white one, but like in black, because this theme is black. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. And then the last thing is sticker. Nah, I'm just joking. No, it's not a sticker. Let me go ahead and show you. It's air filter, and like it's in here, and all the stuff is in here. And I believe I'm forgetting something else. So we have a bunch of like wing nuts. These wing nuts, like they're gonna be the ones that go on top of the valve covers and hold them in place. So yeah, and there's a bunch of them. Then like these, I guess, washers are kind of like washers, but you can see. Yeah, guys, and like there's a bunch of stuff in here, like more of those and all that, and then also like a breather. Let me go and show you, like this one right here. So yeah, all right, guys, as you can see, we have everything here that we're gonna be putting on the truck. So first of all, we got the timing cover, the air filter, the two valve covers, there's a water reservoir tank, and like these cool wing nuts right here with these clamps as well. And then like we have like all the hardware we need right here. And this is all the stuff that came with the engine dress-up kit. So hopefully it looks super duper cool when we go ahead and put it. All right, guys, as you saw, we went ahead and purchased an engine dress-up kit as well. I also went ahead and purchased a what's it called, a balancer, harmonic balancer, puller and like installer kit, and also a bunch of gaskets. I went ahead and rented all this tool from Arzone, but I think I messed up because like the one I bought is also a puller and like an installer, so I shouldn't have rented this one, I guess, but we'll use it anyway. We might as well have it. All right, guys, as you saw, so we're gonna go ahead and put this all in the engine. It might be a little bit of work, but I think it should be pretty easy. All right, guys, well, let's go ahead and start this super duper cool project and change out some of like the stuff in the engine. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and change the timing cover right here at the very bottom. So what we have to do first is we have to take off the, I guess, the water line, alternator, the water pump, then the harmonic balancer. All right, guys, so first thing we'll go ahead and do is I'll take off all the water from the radiator, so it can be so there won't be any water falling on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, guys, and now we're gonna go ahead and remove the alternator and the bracket and the water pump. But first we gotta take off the serpentine valve, as you can see right there. Alright, guys, so the next step is we're gonna go ahead and remove the water pump, the alternator, and I think that should be it. Then like we can reach the harmonic balancer. So let's go ahead and take off the water pump. Alright, guys, so now as you can see, we can see the harmonic balancer with the pulley here in the front. So what we gotta do is take off the harmonic balancer so you can go ahead and reach the cover right here for the timing chain and the camshaft. So let's go ahead and take off this now. And for that, I got a special tool. All right, guys, as you saw, we're in the process of changing out the cover for the timing gasket and all that. So the next thing is we gotta take off the harmonic balancer. So we're gonna go ahead and use these special tools right here. I went ahead and rent out from AutoZone, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I'm gonna take off the harmonic balancer next. Alright guys, as you can see, we got the harmonic balancer off. Alright guys, as you can see, we got the timing cover off. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and clean the surface right here so we can make sure we get a tight seal with the new gasket. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Alright guys, I went ahead and scraped off as much of the gasket I could. So as you can see, like, it's super clean. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and like get my air compressor and blow air in it so it can like take out all like the little small gasket pieces that fell inside the engine, because I don't want that inside the engine. So yeah, let me go ahead and get my air compressor and like I'll air it down a little bit so it can take off a bunch of this like loose stuff right here. Alright guys, so the next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is put one of the gaskets right here where it's supposed to go. Then we're gonna get our main gasket and put it on. So it should look like something like that. So now we can go ahead and put it back on the truck. Alright guys, so I was actually able to install the timing cover chain and all that. So this is how it looks right here. You can see it looks super freaking cool. Let me see if I can get you a close up. You can see it looks super cool. I'm probably gonna see if I can get new bolts or paint them black, but I'm gonna see if I can get new ones instead. So I'm gonna leave that for right now. And now guys, the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'll change out the valve covers right here, both of these, and take off the air filter as well. So let's get to it. Alright guys, another thing I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, since I already got the water pump off, is that I want to paint it black. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint it, but it's just gonna be like a quick paint. I'm not gonna sand it down or anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it really quick, cover up some of these like where the water enters, and I think I'll need to cover this one. I think it'll be fine. So yeah, let me go ahead and start doing this. Oh, and we're gonna go with some Rust-Oleum gloss protective enamel, so hopefully it looks good. Alright guys, we got the old one off. It looks super clean in here, so that's really good. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off this RTV right here. So alright guys, so first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and put these like little, I forget what they call, like 30 bolts right here, and I'm gonna put them just right here like this. And that's because like the new valve covers, guys, they have this thing called wing nuts, and like all they do is like they go on top of here, and like you just like throw them on like a normal bolt. So super cool. We're gonna go ahead and put them on right now. Alright guys, the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is, you can see it right here, like it has a little cross. I'm gonna get my screwdriver and tighten down each one of those. So there should be 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all 4. Alright guys, as you can see, we have everything laid out. We got the little, I guess, washers. I'm gonna call them washers, the flare nuts, the breather. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this gasket so I can put it on. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try like a little, what's it called? I want to see if something works. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this with RTV, since like I took it off and like it was still perfectly on. So I want to go ahead and see like which one's gonna go ahead and leak the most, or if it doesn't even leak. So because I've always had problems with gaskets leaking, so I want to go ahead and try this one, see if it still leaks or not. Because before I took off these, both of these had RTV, as you saw, and none of them were leaking a single drop of oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a gasket, and I'm gonna leave this one like this one. Alright, guys, well, that's probably like the easiest gasket cover I've ever put on, like, because these really help a lot. So helps guide it and like make sure it gets there perfectly. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the new valve covers. You can see guys, we got the freaking brand new ones, so we're gonna go ahead and slap them on really quick. Alright, guys, you can see we were able to get it on. I just had to like finesse a little bit because it has like the bracket for the throttle, but it looks like it went in good. So now we're gonna go ahead and put these on, so they go like this. Then we just put the flare nut on. So perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and put all of them. Alright, guys, and this is the last thing that we're gonna go ahead and put on. Just the breather, so it won't have too much crank pressure. I can put it on. Perfect. And that's it, guys. We got the valve covers on. Now to put the air filter on. Alright, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and put the air filter on. We have it right here, and we're gonna go ahead and use this right here. Then this adapter that I believe goes on top. Then this like this, and like this thing that like holds it down right here. But also, guys, this kit does come like if you want to go ahead and attach a breather hose to the air filter, because I know a bunch of cars have it like that, old school cars. But yeah, we're not gonna need that right now. So let's get into installing the air filter now. Alright, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and install our new overflow, because this one didn't come with one. So we're gonna go ahead and put it, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it just like this. And I already like flipped the connections because they were on this side, so we just went ahead and flipped it all. So now we're gonna go ahead and install it. Alright, guys, as you can see, we got the new water reservoir on. It looks super freaking sick. I went ahead and just put everything together, connect over there in a little bit. But as you can see, we have pretty much everything done in the engine. You can see that all the freaking covers look super cool. The valve covers on the top, the air filter, the other valve cover look really, really cool. So now we just have to go ahead and put the engine back together. We're gonna put the alternator, the water pump, and I believe that's it. Alright, guys, as you see, it's coming out super duper cool. So let's keep on going so we can go ahead and drive it and have it ready for the event next week. Alright, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and put the water pump on, the two gaskets it comes with, and also this bracket for the alternator, because this is what tensions the belt. Another thing, guys, is I went ahead and got the harmonic balancer on, and also the pulley, I guess, for the main pulley that drives like all the belt. So we're gonna go ahead and put the water pump on right now. Alright guys, as you see, we're freaking done right here. You can see that it looks super freaking cool. The valve covers look super cool. It's the Chevy on the side. Chevy. Alright guys, so I feel like this is a really good deal because it's like a Chevy dress up kit for like small block Chevys, and like it looks super freaking cool. I like the air filter, I like the valve covers, I like the timing cover, and it looks super freaking cool. So I'm really happy with this purchase, and I feel like it makes the engine look way more cooler and just adds to the truck. Alright guys, as you saw, it looks super freaking cool. The engine dress up kit came out amazingly cool. So now we can take the 1962 C10 for events and shows. And actually, speaking of a show, next weekend I'm gonna take both of these trucks. Hopefully we're gonna take them to a car meet, and like there's gonna be a bunch of cool cars, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can take both of them. But yeah guys, this is all for this video. Hopefully y'all like it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can put out new videos every freaking week. Alright guys, so I'll see you all next time.